Hi there, this is Eitan, and today I'm gonna make a review on the Demko AD20. This is the all-tie version. There is also a G10 version. I want to thank Ron from Knives EDC Israel that gave me this knife for a review. You can watch my review on my YouTube channel or in my Facebook group, the Knives Guru Israel. So let's go and make a size comparison. This is near Recon 1. As you see, the Recon 1 is bigger. This is near Strider SMF. The Strider SMF is slightly larger. This is near Spyderco U Jumbo. The U Jumbo is bigger. And this is near Spyderco PM2, which the Spyderco PM2 is smaller. So this knife is, it can go in the big one family, you know, it's the big knife family. Now this review, it's not gonna be it's gonna be different from my other reviews. I'm gonna examine the parts and I'm gonna tell what I think about it, and it's not gonna be a good bad style Nick Shabazz like I did before. And tell me what you think, if you like this new model or type of reviews. So let's go into it, if I didn't forget nothing. So let's start from the blade. The blade on the all-tie version is 3.5 inches, which is around 9.5 centimeters. On the G10 version, they are 3.5 inches, which is around 8.75 centimeters. This one is from CPM 3V. We have over here a draw point, you know, very straight, pronounced, with a 60% flat grind. Some say, oh, it seems flat to me. I checked it with the rule in a micro bevel. This one is a CPM 3V. We have a jimping here, and we have over here those thumb studs, which helps you to open it if you don't want to use the unique opening or locking mechanism, which I'll refer to it later. I think this blade is a bit thick. It's a 5mm, almost 5mm thick, which is around 0.19 inches. Blade like this, I think it's supposed, I don't know, I would be more happy to see it convex or full flat. I know it can be a bit more delicate or prone to breakage or something like that, but if you do a CPM 3V blade steel and not M390 or 30V or something else, you can be really sure that you can go and make the grind a bit higher and enjoy from a better slicing performance. This is my opinion. As you see, the Jumbo, it works fine. The cold steel Recon 1, which is thinner, it works fine. I even did it to my Strider. I convexed it and it works fine. And M2, but each one to his own. So this is the blade. The geometry, I think, can be more prone to slicing or cutting performance. The handle in this version is all-tie. It's around 5 inches in length. It's very nice. It's this texture is nice. Is gentle. It's not aggressive toward your pants. It's very ergonomic. It's fun to hold it. They did a very good chamfering job over here everywhere. I mean, this is a very well done thigh handle, and I really enjoy it. It feels, how you say, secure in the hand. You have over here this area which helps you to keep it in your hand safe if you lose gloves or if you stab something or stuck into something or apply force, so it will stay pretty safe and it won't slide. So the handle, I think it's fine. It's well made. It's very good. As you see, it's a bit thick, but it is a hard use knife. We have over here a deep carry pocket clip. This is not the original pocket clip. The original pocket clip is pretty simple, Demko style, you know. Just a second. Okay, I think it's put it like this. Yeah, It's not deep carry. I think he can make deep carry, but you need another one to, if you want to carry it on the other side. It's only a tip-up carry, so it's okay. I have nothing special on the pocket clip. It's well made. It's very nice. It's have a nice ramp over here. No complaints. So it's good for me. It helps the knife good. I think this is not. This is feel not too much secure to me. The action, well, those knives, those models comes with bearings, which is a bit odd to me because I'm prone to washers. I like more Fossos bronze washers. It's more simple to me. If the knife get dirt, gunk, it's easier to maintenance. But I think maybe with this locking mechanism, which I'm gonna talk about it next, it helps to emphasize its how to say, advantages, and it's a very playful knife. I can tell you that, and it's fun. It's very fun. So the bearings help with that. So if you're gonna dive in a sandbox or in I don't know, mud or something like that, bring an air compressor and oil and clean those bearings well. So it's okay. It's not a big deal. Well, the weight of it, well, it's around, the Thai version, it's around 7.5 ounces, which is around 220 grams. I don't mind. I don't care. I put it on my jeans and it's okay. It sits in my pockets. I don't feel it too much. It doesn't have too much area outside that, you know, it doesn't have like a, forgot like the flipper tab or something like that. It comes in very clean. It's very nice. So I don't have any problem. The design is fit and well. Some people might find it a bit heavy, and it's okay. So take under consideration 220 grams, 7.5 ounces of a knife. I think the G10 version is an ounce less, is around 6.5 or 6, something like that, if you like lighter things. Let's talk about the bonus or the unique thing of this knife. Andrew Demko, if someone here lives under a rock, is known knife designer and how do you call a person that inventor. He had a few patents, and he designed or invented the threadlock knife, which now Colt still uses a lot, and he has also in his model, and he designed a couple of locking mechanism. This one called the shark lock. The shark lock is actually, let's call it a futuristic, sophisticated, I forgot how you call it, slip joint. As you see, you have over here the steel bar. This steel bar is hollow, ground inside, and it has a coil spring. The coil spring always want to push it up over here. Over here, and the steel bar is flat, and it has a small bump here. Over here, we see the back of the knife. Okay, when you pull it back, it allows the knife to open. Okay, it has a small friction over here, but you see, it touches the shark lock. I think it's shark lock because the fin, maybe. Now, if you pull it back, it loosens up. Not loosen as free fall shutty, but it loosens up. When you close it, it's over here and it doesn't go anywhere. It's vault shut. Okay. Now, if you press it back, you open it. You open it and you can play with it. And it's very fun because once you get it, you can, you know, open it like that, very easy. Close it. You don't need to put your finger in the way when you close, but don't do that because it can be very not nice. And if you notice, you see that at the hand in slip joint you have half stop. Over here you have like third stop. If I press it a bit and you put your finger here, it's gonna be a guillotine. So be careful, okay? Pay attention to that. It's a fun locking mechanism. I very like it. I think it's a strong locking mechanism. only time will tell. I didn't do any testing with it, hard use, but it's easy to use, it's fun to use, it's very intuitive, and I think it adds a lot to the knife and makes it very, very special in the knife world. Price of the all-tie version at Demko is $625, I think. If you want DLC or other stuff, it will rise. The G10 version is $425, and of course when you see it at retailers it's a bit higher, and now you see it on the secondary market much higher, like $750 for the G10 version, the all-tie $1,000, $1,200. I even see someone put all-tie version on eBay for $2,500. Okay, this is a bit crazy. So now you can add the low availability of those because they are in high demand, and Demko makes them in batches and batches and batches. He have what is called machine grind, which the blade is machined, and I don't know, and customs. I don't care if it works and it has a good hit rate. I'll look at functionality on those stuff. Those are a working knife, and now I'm going into the conclusion. Those knives are, I'll start at the end. I recommend them very, very, very highly. If you had enough of my video, you can go now. But I recommend them very, very highly. Now, and I explain. I think it's a good working knife, and I think it's worth the price that Demko sells them. As a $400 knife, you get a unique locking mechanism and a very well-made knife with a good fit and finish, not good, great fit and finish, great action, design. I think it's good. The only issue, the only issue I have is with the grind. Now, I don't know if you can ask from him to make it a thinner or higher grind. Let me just try it up, sorry. Or a higher grind. This is not a slicey knife, but it is, you know, if you say you can have only one knife, and it can be a good knife, because this knife, it reminds me a lot of the Strider, and reminds me a lot of the Strider, because I think it's very credible knife. It has a lot of credibility. Although this one is not in use a long time, Demko is a very, very known and promising designer and maker. And you see a lot of his old designs in this model. And the only different thing is the locking mechanism. So his knife tend to, you know, stand. His designs are very, very good. You can see it with the cold steel AD10, which they made it very, very good. The AD15, the Formax, everything are well ground, and I think the AD10 has a better grind, and the Formax has a better grind. The Formax, and they're very, very, very successful models. So I think this one goes in that way also. I don't think people should pay them unless they are, you know, collectors. The high price that people demand. I mean, I want the all-time. I really do, and I will be willing to pay the $600 for it, but I won't pay more, because this is when it becomes, you know, a bit too much. That's for me, okay? Because I use it. And I will use it. I use mine, and I think of more, you know, I like to have a nice working models, tools, and, you know, the bit of the, how you call it, hype, or what they symbolize. For example, we can take this SMF. This SMF costs around $700. This one is pretty beat up. I cut with it, tons leather stripes and wood, and you see over here it's really, and I use it now. This one could perform the same, but I collect US Militaria and I love Strider, so I willing to pay. So also I think it's a good tool. It's also a useful tool. And it can be also a nice, you know, high-end grail knife that you have. The G10 version, it's a workhorse. It's supposed to be a workhorse. I didn't use it, but I have the impression that it's gonna be. And I didn't hold, so I can't highly recommend it, but I think it will be a very, very good model or a successful model. If I had the chance, I will play with it a bit. And I think the dose goes for 400. If you can get one in a good shape used for 350 or something like that, it can be a knife that can serve you for a long time, and a hard used knife I'm talking. So this is also. So I hope you found this review helpful. I will really like if you can say if you prefer this type of reviews or the older ones that I started to say what is good in the knife, what is better, than the conclusion, which like 60% of knife reviews today. So thanks and have a great week. Bye.